Hey guys, just back with another market analysis. Just looking at the Euro USD today, and pretty much the market is super flat. It's like super neutral. We haven't seen any big moves since Monday. So today is Wednesday, I believe. There's been no big spikes or no big dumps. Basically, this was the last one here. Is that on Tuesday? Okay, so yeah, so it was like Monday night. Pretty much Monday night. We haven't seen anything. Or like Tuesday early in the morning, we had lots of moves on Sunday, lots of moves on Monday. Those of you in North America, like for Monday, there was lots of moves. For Sunday, there was lots of moves. I guess it would have been Monday in Asia and Australia. But pretty much, yeah, so the market's been really flat, just waiting to see some moves here. Otherwise, yeah, so the euro pretty much did nothing for the last 2 days. Same with the pound. You can see that these closes have had big wicks on the tops and bottoms, so it's kind of like neutral that way, because there's no for example, when we get a full candle like this nice red one, these nice candles without any wicks on the tops and bottoms, that gives us a lot of, those are better to trade because they give us more room to speculate on. But if we get these little candles with big wicks at the tops and bottoms, it's technically, it hasn't really moved because it opened at the price here and it only went up to here. So for example, for this third candle here, where the crosshair is, it's like it opened up here at 110.37. What is that? 110.353. Closed at 467. So it had 10 pips. And look at the high. It opened at 353 and then went high of 989. So there was 60 or 70 pips plus pips on that, and it just closed so close to neutral. So that's what's been happening for the last few days. Starting to see a bit of a better candle forming now. Will we see some signals on the MACD? We'll have to see. I think until we get down below here or so, maybe back into the mid range, kind of like the median of where it's been in the last few days. Don't pretty much we'll see better long opportunities here, but right now it's just flat. So I think this has the best. This is pretty much the pair that's moving the most out of the major basket right now. For the major FX pairs, pound US, even though it's really only moved not that much, to be honest, but everything else is even more flat. So yeah, so just watching that. US CAD flat, US JPY pretty much super flat, US Swiss pretty much very flat again. Australian US very flat as well. Pretty much the whole market is flat. I think I saw a little bit of something on XRP, so we'll have a look at that in a sec. New Zealand US also very flat, so those are all the majors. Nothing going on. Bitcoin pretty much flat as well. Oil started to move back down. That was nice. Potentially back to the 70s would be nice. We could break down to below 76 would be good. So we had that gap to start the week. MACD on the weekly isn't really... The MACD on the weekly didn't really have a signal, but it still dumped. There's quite a big gap to start the week because it was quite strong bullish momentum last week, so we had lots of bullish volume from a weekly perspective. This week it got sold back to the neutral area. The monthly still has that MACD cross that formed recently. These ones are slightly faster, so on the default it's I think it's also in the second month. And once again we had the rising signal for a few years, so the MACD was in a bullish phase for a few years. So if we could see the bearish phase go for a few years, that would be nice to see prices drop once again. I think one of the analysts on Bloomberg mentioned that actually I could just pull it up now, why not? Let's see, open a new tab. Free Enter TV. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. It's not my fault, it's online. So I should be able to put this at the bottom right corner of the screen while we look at some charts.
Has voluntarily become an SEC reporting company, and we know that the right thing for investors to protect them, to put additional disclosures and surveillance.
Oh, you know what? It's not going to work because I need another tab. That's all right. Next time we'll do it. I'll get it set up for next time.
So, well, we certainly take issue with that, and so our team has been putting the entire resources of.
I have the economic calendar open for today anyway, so we'll have a look at that. Next time though, I'll have the Bloomberg news on if you guys want. If you guys want it, let me know. Sometimes it's nice to have the live news on, the financial news, while you're looking at charts. So, or it's like sometimes they read the reports live, so it's nice to have that. Like the economic reports. Anyways, Ethereum, maybe starting to dump a little bit. A little bit of a gap. Nothing hectic right now. Like, let's see some good ones. Like this was probably a good one. We could see something, so we'll see if that'll continue. Once again, XRP had the dump. It started to move back up again. Hopefully we'll get a nice candle without a fishtail. But down here would be nice. It's already moved up quite a bit. Perhaps on the 2-hour, 1-hour charts, it's been starting to bought up. So there's a bit of a gap here. We could see some potential bullishness in in 9 minutes or so. So I'll try to get the video out pretty soon here. Pretty much it for the popular stuff. Futures absolutely flat for NASDAQ. S&P futures even more flat. So that's pretty much it. We'll just look at the calendar today. So this, if you guys don't know, it's the economic calendar. It tells you the important events in the market every day for depending on your country, and it also has the volatility or the expected volatility. So the volatility is the stars here. So there's like, for example, at 0, 1, 100 hours, it has GBP 2 stars volatility. So that means it's medium volatility. What we're looking for is 3. Well, I don't really care, but some people like the event. So just note that a 3-star volatility will be extremely volatile, a 2-star will be like medium volatile, 1-star will be like the market's flat. So pretty much what time it is for me, it's 8:52. Sorry, that's AM. So 17 is 5 o'clock. So it says the market's going to get volatile around 2300 hours. So that's 11 o'clock PM my time. That's 2 AM New York time. I think that's like London time 7 in the morning. That's pretty much it. That's all I really know. Germany maybe 6 in the morning. Not 100% sure. So anyway, so that's so the market's going to be pretty much flat until that time. So yeah, so reports today. So what else can we get from this? So we can get all the we can get the important economic reports. For example, a 3-star one is a PPI. So today, even though we had the PPI, the market didn't really move. I believe that came out at 5:30 my time. Let's just see. Okay, we don't want that. Whoops. Okay, so 5:30 a.m. my time. Okay, yeah, so there was a move today in the morning. So there was about one move in the morning. Everything else was flat. So that was the 10 o'clock candle. So that for me, yeah, that would have been nice, but I'm having trouble sleeping. So let's see. So that opened up at 838, high of 197. That looks like it would have been good. So yeah, there would have been pips to grab there today. So yeah, that would have been nice. Anyways, there's always tomorrow. So there was a little bit of movement in the market in the morning, which I happen to have missed. But there you go. So if you guys, so there you guys go. If you guys want to know when the market's going to be volatile, you just have a look. What is a PPI? Maybe I'll just go over that today as well. Should I? Okay, yeah, I'll just do an example. So how to read an economic report. I should probably do a video. I'll probably do a formal video on it instead of just because people that will want to know won't want to watch this whole thing if they're just wanting to know that. But I'll just tell you guys how to read it. If you guys are curious or you guys want to or more interested in Forex because you just want to trade Forex and you just like Forex or you just like trading, so that's all good. So if you do, you're in the right place. So pretty much what happens is there's an actual number, a forecasted number, and a previous number. So before the report comes out, that actual number is not going to show anything. It's just going to be 0. The forecasted number, if you click on this, it might be different. It might show last time. So just have a look from the other page, like this page. When you look at something, look at this page. So we'll look at that in a sec. But so there's going to be a forecast. So what right now what it's telling us is the U.S. Producer Price Index, PPI, month over month. That's what MOM means. So this is an economic report. The Producer Price Index, PPI, measures the change in the price of goods sold by manufacturers. It is a leading indicator of consumer price inflation, which accounts for the majority of overall inflation. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the USD or the US dollar, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the USD. So I believe the PPI increasing, the Producer's Price Index measures the change in the price of goods sold by manufacturers. Measures the change in the price of goods. So that means inflation would increase, I believe, if the price So if the actual and the forecasted number is higher than the previous amount, then that means inflation is, well, if it's higher than the previous amount, then it means it's increasing. If it's higher than the forecast, that means the market would be, so the market usually just kind of looks at, for the short term moves, the market usually just looks at the forecasted number. For longer term trends like monthly, week over week, or month over month, year over year, they look at the previous amount. So the previous amount was negative 0.2%. Today, the value was 0.4%. So that means inflation from a PPI perspective was increasing. So we've had inflation decreasing in other perspectives, such as like CPI and stuff like that. Is that the consumer price index? So this is the producer's price index. So the people that are actually making the food, and the farmers, or perhaps the farmers and like the actual like the factories and stuff. So the wholesalers. So it looks like the wholesale price has gone up. I believe the consumer price has been going down. But sometimes it could just be like a trend change from a few weeks, and for example, a couple months ago, it's been going down for example here, can't see what month that is, but if you see on the graph here, there's like this bar chart kind of graph. There's like this big wick, right? Just not really saying what month it is. Okay, wait, I'm trying to click on it. I think it says 04. There you go, 1304. So April, January, February, March, April. So since April, it's come down overall. So it's been going down, but from the previous month, it went up. But the overall trend of inflation has been going down. That's the key here. From the last month over, so just 1 month back, it went up. But since April, it's been going down significantly, from 1.6% or 7%, and it's gone down to negative 0.5% or something. But in the last month, it was up to 0.4, so an increase of, I think, is at 0.6% over the last month. So this month, that shows that in the short term, at least, the US dollar was bullish. It was also greater than the forecasted amount and greater than the previous amount. So that kind of shows that this month could be more bullish for the US dollar once again. But maybe after the month is over, the trend perhaps of the US dollar, of its bullishness with inflation coming down, could show that the US dollar has starting to turn fundamentally perhaps into a more bearish state as inflation starts to correct with the rising rates. So hopefully that all makes sense. That's just kind of how to read an economic report. So we'll read more in the future. Just tomorrow, what to watch. Well, today there was a bunch of 3-star reports. ECB spoke in the morning. We had the Energy International Association. I don't know what the I means. Something Energy Association, or Energy International Association. Something, I have no idea what it is exactly, but should be something to do with Energy Association. That usually doesn't really add that much volatility to the forex market, perhaps more the oil market and stuff, natural gas and stuff, crude futures, gasoline futures, heating oil futures. That stuff could see more volume, perhaps more of the oil producing countries. Otherwise, we had an FOMC meeting today, and that's pretty much it. So tonight we have some big news for Euro, so that means the Euro could see some volatility, which would be nice. That means we could see a dumper spike. So we got German CPI, so that's core price inflation, or consumer price index. and that's year over year. So that's going to be pretty big news. That's going to show if the European economy, if their economy is continuing to show an inflationary state, or perhaps it's starting to show decreased inflation. So if the inflation is still increasing, that would be bullish for the euro. If it's going down, if the inflation is going down, that would be bearish for the euro. Probably better for stocks if it's bearish for the euro. If inflation is going down, that would be better for the market, like the stock market and crypto and stuff. So once again, a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the euro, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the euro. So that's just an idea of how to read some of the economic reports, and we'll just do a little forecast for tomorrow. So we have core CPI again, core CP. Okay, yeah, so it could be a core price inflation. It could be like that. It kind of measures that. So if I said that before, if I confuse anyone, it's a consumer price index, or a kind of like a core price index, which measures core inflation. So that's going to be tomorrow. So that means that's pretty big for the U.S. So the news is probably talking about that. Then we have jobless claims. So we got a lot of reports tomorrow. So that's good, because the market's been dead. It's been flat. So hopefully we could see some moves. So yeah, so hopefully that helps you guys. If you guys like the channel, you can like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.